Hi, my name is Karen Beers, and along with my husband Dean, we are Associates in Forensic Investigations. This is our updated course on report writing essentials for private investigators. This is for the new and experienced investigators. Here's an overview of this course. The final product of your investigation is your report. It may be verbal or written and may be open to discovery and disclosure or confidential work product. It may be a formal report or less formal memorandum. It may never be seen past your client, or it may be seen by opposing parties, law enforcement, insurance carriers, judges, and juries. It may help or hurt your client's case and your reputation. We will cover general report structure, including report purposes and styles, report content, report drafting and finalizing, and much more. What we will cover in this course: be sure to have your course PDF handout to follow along and take notes for the quizzes and exam. Foundations of investigative reports, types of investigative reports, standard investigative report structure, investigative report narratives, include documents, photos, videos, evidence, and other items, proofing, editing, and finalizing. And included in your PDF handout is a bonus section of these report templates. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy this new course from us.
So what is the worst report you've ever read? For me, it's my own, and honestly, it should be your own. In other words, you should be your worst critic and your best critic all in one. I'll talk a lot more about some of these details in the course, but to begin with, the early drafts are important. That's what sets the foundation for where the rest of the report's going to be going as you start proofing it, editing it, finalizing it. So that way when you're done, you have a very nice, polished report to give to your clients to help their legal strategy. So this whole chapter is about what are the different report types. And there are as many different report types basically as there are specialized area of investigation. Just like for attorneys, there's as many different formats for things as far as motions and different types of pleadings they do, entries of appearance, et cetera, et cetera. But no matter what, all of those have, of the different types of reports, they start having commonalities. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But first, all your reports should have the same starting information, or like on your cover page, or whatever the case may be, your cover letter, something. So the contact information should include, who is the client, who are the parties involved, who is the subject, of the investigation, what is the purpose or interest of the investigation, or who are the witnesses, or not what is the interest of the investigation, but I mean entities as far as businesses and things like that might be involved. So to start with, let's go over what we're going to talk about, which is the basic content that most of your investigative reports are going to have. Generally, they're going to be the same, regardless of the style or of report you do, which is that narrative, bullet points, or combination, as well as the type of report that you're going to do that we just talked about. So here we're going to talk about those specific types of reports and styles that go together with the contents of a report. We're going to cover the cover page, confidentiality notices. Then we're going to talk about the executive summary or the synopsis, where the best placement for it is and why. So the investigative report narratives, this is where I talk about, the long form paragraph style, which could actually be a sentence or two up to several sentences. But this content and format is also actually very helpful for your bullet point and, of course, your combination narrative bullet point. So once you start getting through each of these with your content flowing from one thing to the next, from introduction, the body, which is the facts and evidence, and then your conclusion. Uh, so what you have of a type of investigation as well as what you've developed is really going to dictate what your content is and how you're going to format your content. And we've talked a little bit about how those formats could be previously, but here's some concepts. So let's talk about here about the things you should include in your reports, uh, any other documents you have, photos, videos, links, evidence, we'll talk a lot about this. Because your report, as I've mentioned, is the evidence. So basically, if it's not in your report, it didn't happen. Um, I mean, that's not 100% true or things like, but it is a good basis rule of thumb to go by. So if you've seen something or your witness said something and it's not in your report, to anybody reading it, it just simply didn't happen. Now you can write amendments to your report. You can amend your report. With those, I've done those. Everybody in the world, who's ever written a report of any kind, investigator or not, has had to do that. And everything must be supported by that evidence, as I've mentioned in the last chapter, and what you did to develop your investigation. So be sure to include all of the following things that are important. Label your photos, your videos, your audio, whatever the case may be. So we're pretty redundant about our safeguards. So for example, plus forensically speaking, there's a lot that we learned over the years about making sure your evidence is usable in court. Okay, so I've stressed a lot throughout this course the importance of your report, the importance of everything in it, the content, the facts, the structure, the form, the narratives, um, all your grammar, punctuation, etc., readability. I've covered a lot of these things, but now let's get down to your report's done. Your investigative work is done. That's what your report's about. So now, how do you make it suitable to send your client? Um, you know, Next to the report itself, this is the most important of all the steps you've done so far. So putting it together and finalizing it. Um, as I've mentioned before, if your report has a simple errors, a bunch of errors, uh, that I've talked about, it's just going to distract the reader from that. It's going to look bad for you. On behalf of Karen and myself, thank you very much for taking our courses. You can find more of our courses right here on this platform under your student profile, and you could also supplement your courses with any of our books. We have them at www.privateinvestigations.org. I have that link right here on the screen for you. You can go there and find out more about some of the resources we use and make available or have found uh, to make yourself easier, as well as ordering our books. Our books are discounted from how you can buy them on Amazon, plus you get them direct from us, customized to you. So again, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you at our next course. Before I go, again, on behalf of Karen and myself, thank you very much. Uh, Here is our contact information, as well as things that we do in the private investigator expert consultation sector outside of our courses and books. So feel free to look us up, reach out to us if we can help you in any way. We certainly appreciate it. Again, thank you very much for taking your courses, and find more on this platform. So if you really like this course, we recommend looking into our other courses on this platform, including this one here. And don't forget, you can always find our digital interactive catalog at this web address. Thanks, and see you at the next course.